Hello, Wednesday night, as it always is when we're doing the yoga on Zoom. I'm going to talk a little bit tonight, maybe more than a little bit. So, Spotify, which is a streaming platform, who's actually in trouble right now. So, in the future, you might be like, what's that? Anyways, it's a music streaming platform, fixing my hair. And at the end of the year, which is now, they sent around like this thing, what your the top things you listen to. And then a lot of people posted that on social media. And I thought it was super interesting because it really like showed me this thing a little more clearly. I knew it was there, but so a band called AC/DC. I think they're a great band. I always have respected them. I like the old singer and the new singer, Bon and Brian, and great, let's say even say great band, but I wouldn't say they're like in my top maybe five or even 10 like favorite bands ever. I've owned back when people used to own albums, or not even albums, but CDs. I've owned a couple of their CDs, but I've never seen them live. I don't own a t-shirt, but when I'm teaching a lot, I am sometimes tired when I'm going from class to class, but I can't really walk into a yoga class tired. That's not my job. I need to be a little bit up. And when I'm driving to class, my go-to, actually, it used to be System of a Down, the Toxicity album, but just that album. The rest of their albums that don't do the same thing for me. So it's a smaller thing. But with AC/DC, I can just open up AC/DC and Spotify and just hit play. And almost, I'm going to say like 90% of what comes up really works for lifting my spirit rhythmically. Sometimes it's about the lyrics, but it's more about this feeling that I get from listening to AC/DC. And it was listed, like I said, as my number one. I was kind of shocked, but it brought home this reality that often I use music as medicine. So to me, AC/DC is medicinal, and I use it so that I can get myself going, so that I can, go, and I'm really actually taking their energy from the music that's been recorded, which will, last forever because it's available to anyone. It's entering my nervous system, and then I'm passing it back out as I need that energy for teaching. So medicinal music is medicine. Apparently that's what I'm doing all the time. And AC/DC seems to be my go-to since I wore out the System of a Down album. So anyways, thank you so much for coming. I am going to scoot on back there, and we're going to start from seated position. We're going to go maybe a little bit light tonight. We're going to cross the legs and sit up nice and tall. Cross them easy. For whatever reason, this is kind of easy for me, so I'm not suggesting that anyone should do the half lotus. Just turn the feet in, sit up nice and tall. We're going to begin breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, just long and deliberate. Just focusing for the moment on the breath. Maybe the tongue is to the roof of your mouth. And again, the breathing is both directions, in and out through the nose. We're going to put the right hand down on the ground, keeping the right arm straight, and the left hand is going to reach up and over. Reach that side long and straight, and see if you can lock the left hip down as the left fingers are reaching kind of up to the side. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Without moving your right shoulder, look up along the elbow to the ceiling if possible. Excellent. Let's switch. So left hand down, right palm is going to face the ceiling initially. up and over, long straight line through the side. Then if you want to, again, look up along the elbow, but don't bring the down shoulder forward. Try to keep it in place. Great, back to center. Let's push the walls out here tonight, really opening the hands, breathing in the nose, trying to keep that spine straight up the back. And we're going to turn and look to the right, and we're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Then we're going all the way over to the other side. Great, back to center, hands on the knees, spine straight as an arrow to the crown of your head. We're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling. We're continuing that breathing. Great, and then let's please go the opposite direction. And back to center. Right hand out in front with the fingers pointing down. We're going to take the left hand and pull those fingers a bit back. And think about your right thumb opening up, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose right here. My shadow is also doing the pose right there behind me. Thankfully, it's doing the same thing. Very nice. Other side, left hand out. We're going to grab the fingers and pull back, and left thumb is actively pulling back here. Very nice. However you can stand, go ahead and stand. And we are going to hop a little bit. So light hopping, core engaged. You can shake the hands out if you like. You could pat the low ribs. If you're going to do this next one, it's even gentler. We'll make fists, but we're going to gently tap the kidneys. It's hard to tap the kidneys and jump at the same time and talk. Just a little bit more. Very nice. Feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're going to bend at the knees, and then we're going to swing out, and the hands could gently strike the torso. So it's a lot of the same stuff, because you see the hand that goes behind you gently. It's the same kidney area, and the arms coming across the front are hitting about close to the same spot the padding was doing. So I guess it's more of the same, but we got the shoulders involved here. Very nice. We're going to stand. Go ahead and step the right foot directly over the left. And we're going to partially forward fold just so the hands don't touch the ground. And then we're going to circle in the hands. And go ahead and switch the feet, and then we are going to pendulum in the hands. Very nice. Let's stand, feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart, shoulders back, thumbs out is super nice on the shoulders. Here we go. We're going to breathe in, reach up and look up. Breathing out, we're going to forward fold, bringing the fingers low. Hands could be on the ground if the legs are straight, or the shins. We look up, shoulder blades together. Forward fold on the out breath. And all the way back up, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer are coming down through the heart center. And then all the way back up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, shoulder blades together, core in. Forward fold on the out breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer down through the heart center. And then all the way up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out breath. Up again, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. Here we go. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We're going to look up, and from here we're going to step back and stay at the top of push-up, belly and legs tight right here. Breathing. Very nice. You could lower or drop. We're going to roll forward, up dog, tight legs, third eye looking, and then down dog, pulling up and back. You could bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down if you like, or you could stay still, breathing, looking at the knees or the navel. Excellent. We're going to walk our way up to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Again, hands in prayer down through the heart center. And we're doing it again, all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We look up, stepping, top of push-up again, everything tight. Lower or drop. Up dog and down dog. And we're going to stay here breathing. Excellent. Walk your way up to the top of the mat, feet back together. We look up and we forward fold all the way up, prayer to the moon. We're going to stay up. You could arch back and lift the heart, and then we'll bring the arms right down at the sides. Excellent. So let the knees fall together, sitting in chair. Very nice. Up, over, forward, folding again, fingers low. We look up. We're stepping again, top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog and down dog. Warrior one, right foot stepping, left foot turns out. And arms up. And if you like, we're going to stay here, but let's first reach that left hand forward. So we're doing that so that the shoulders and the torso turn to be the same as the front of the mat. Couple of breaths here, pushing into that back foot. Excellent. Touch the moon again, and then hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot step in, right foot turns out. Good. We're going to reach the right handshake forward, pushing into the outside edge of the right foot. We're going to take several breaths here. Excellent. Touch the ceiling again, and hands back down. We step to a push-up. We'll lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. We're going to take a few breaths here. and step or jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's go again. We sit in chair. Excellent. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, stepping again, top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Warrior one, right foot stepping, left foot turns out. We're going to bring hands in prayer above the head. We're going to look up, pull that core in. If you want to arch back, lift the heart to the moon. Great. Hands down again, stepping top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Again, hands in prayer above the head. Core in and up. Arching back, lifting the heart again. Excellent. Hands back down. We step back. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. We're going to breathe here. Great. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair again. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's do another one with warrior two. We sit in chair. Excellent. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, stepping again, top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Right foot, warrior two, heel to heel. The hip now rotates back, the knee stays over the ankle. Arms up. We're going to breathe here, looking at the right hand. Turn that right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. We're going to arch back, barely touching the back leg. Keep the knee over the ankle out there in the front. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot, warrior two. Right foot pivots out. Heel to heel. Knee stays over the ankle. We're going to drop the shoulders, but keep the core engaged. So it's like the core is holding the shoulders. Let's turn that hand in the front again so it faces, the palm faces the ceiling. And we're going to arch back, looking up along the elbow, but with our mind feeling that the knee is still over the ankle. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay right here. All right, step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees. We're going to sit in chair and stay in chair. Very nice. Straight the legs, feet apart about the distance of, say, the hips. We grab the elbows. We're going to hang down and let everything drop off our back. Let the head pull the spine long. If you want to bounce, that's okay. We're going to breathe. Engage the core. We're coming all the way up to touch the ceiling. And then all the way back down, peace fingers under the big toes. It's all right to bend the legs, elbows away from the ears. And all the way up again. And all the way down again. Each hand under each foot from the front, toes touching the crease in the wrist. You could pull up on the feet, top of the head towards down. Again, it's okay if the legs are bent. Maybe for some of us, they go straight. Take your time with it. Nice. Let's stand. We're going to take a moment, a couple of breaths right here. Shoulders back, though, core in, maybe even thumbs out. We're going to pivot through the standing series tonight. So the right foot's going to stay pointing straight forward, basically where it is. The left foot's going to step back about the distance of one of your legs. Back foot's about 45 degrees, legs straight. We're doing triangle. We're going to reach the arms out. And then on an out breath, we're going to reach out and right hand down, left arm up. We're going to breathe here. And back up. We're going to turn the right toes to about 45 degrees and the left toes straight out. We're going to reach out over that left foot and then left hand down, right arm up. Triangle on the other side. Up again, we pivot. Left toes 45, right toes out. For the twisted triangle, we're going to shorten the stance a little bit, about 2 or 3 inches. And we're going to reach the left arm way out. And then left hand down on the straight leg here on the shin. Reaching that right arm up. If you want leverage, back of the hand pushes against the leg. You can grip the big toe. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Up and we pivot again. Right toes 45, left toes out. Right arm reaches forward. And then yes, right hand down, left arm up. We breathe here. Excellent. Up again. We pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes out. Let's re-lengthen the stance for warrior 2. So the front leg is going to be bent. It's the right one. And arms out. We're going to take a few breaths here in warrior 2. We're going to do extended side angle. So the center of the right forearm goes on the leg near the knee. Left arm is coming up and over, long reaching, deep breathing. If you want to put the right hand on the ground, totally okay. Reach through your whole side. Good. Up, we'll straight this right leg so we can pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out. Warrior 2 out the back. We're going to stay here. And again, when you're ready, forearm on the leg, extended side angle on the other side. Great. Back up, straight that left leg so we can pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes out. Warrior two again for a couple of breaths. We are going to twist. It's your choice to keep that back foot flat, Ashtanga style, or to the ball of the foot if you prefer. Elbow outside. You could also put the knee down if you prefer. Rotating the right shoulder back, hands in prayer pulling towards the chest, breath in the nose. Great, we're coming back up, we're pivoting again, right toes 45, left toes out. Warrior two, couple of breath in warrior two, pointing out the back with the left leg bent. Good, and we twist again. And we're going to stay here. Very nice. Straight up into the sun goddess or horse. We're going to hold the moon. We're going to breathe here. All the stars in your hands. Breathing in the nose, just staring straight forward. And straight the legs. Turn the feet to run straight forward. So the outside ends of your feet will match the outside ends of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold, number one, up on the in-breath. And then straight down to the line, the big toes connecting with make butt, hands directly under the shoulders, head down towards the middle. You could put the palms down, take your time, we're going to breathe. Let's come back up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we shall intertwine those fingers. You can do palms together if you prefer. And we're going to forward fold, arms come up off the back. Lift the toes for a moment, then put them down super light. We're going to breathe. Up again to the sky. Down again, we're grabbing shins, ankles, or big toes with the peace fingers, as long as the legs are straight. Elbows away from the ears, head towards down. And we're going to stay down low, both hands over to the right. We're going to take several breaths here tonight. Nose towards the knee, top of the head towards the foot, left shoulder through the legs. And over, please, to the other side. Same, except for now, right shoulder is coming through the legs. Excellent. Let's come up to standing. We're going to shorten the stance to anywhere between 3 and 3.5 feet. Left toes are going to point to the back. So we're going to start facing the back on this one. Right foot about 45 degrees. We're doing pyramid, by the way. And behind the back, if you turn the torso so the shoulders are squaring the back of the mat, grab elbows or reverse prayer, shoulder blades together as we look up, and we come down and look at the left foot and breathe here. Great, come on up. And we're gonna switch left foot turning into 45, right foot straight forward. You could bring the arms out for that rotation. I find that helpful for me. And then again, behind the back, shoulder blades together, we look up. And we're gonna come down and look now at the right foot, breathing here. Excellent. Let's stand and you can move around a little bit if you like. I'm going to go off the mat because it's helpful. The balance, I'm going to stay. But if you want to go off, go ahead. We're doing tree. And I'm going to grab the right foot and hold it up and lock it, hands to the heart. And there are lots of ways to do tree, however you like. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Go ahead and switch. And we're going to stay right here. Good. We're going to switch again. Left foot down, right knee up, left hand grabs that knee, other hand could be on the hip. You could reach back, you could look back, you could grab the big toe and extend the leg. It is left hand grabbing the right leg or the right foot. And we're going to breathe a bunch right here. Excellent. Other side, please. Standing on the right, left is coming up. Right hand is grabbing the knee or the foot. Left arm reaching back. You can look back, lengthening through the arm. Great. Back to the left foot. We're going to grab the right ankle and reach that knee down as if the foot is there. Core is engaged. Left hand touches the moon. We can give the handshake to the moon, but it's a still handshake. Very nice. Right foot down and left leg up, knee down, right arm, hand shakes the moon. We're going to stay right here. Excellent. Let that down. Feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're going to come down into a squat and we are going to stay in the squat. Hands in prayer pushed together, which pushes the elbows against the legs. Lengthen up the back as the rear end drops down. We're going to take several breaths here. Good. We're coming straight to cat-cow. We're going to be on the knees. So I like to pick up the center of my mat and just roll it over so it's more than doubled up. And I put the knees there, which are 2 fists apart. Hands on the mat under the shoulders. We're going to drop the belly looking up, third eye. As we breathe out, we're going to arch the back. And we are moving and breathing. Back to center, we're going to look over the right shoulder and see the tail. We're going to take a couple of breaths here tonight. And then over, please, to the other side. To center for side arm balance. The right hand, if it drew a line, it will go back to the knee and back to that right foot. Then we step the arch of the left foot on there and reach the left arm up. You could bring that right leg back, straightening both legs, putting the left foot on top of the right. You could also lift the left up. We're going to take several breaths here. I'm keeping the knee down. If you're having any kind of wrist discomfort, keep the knee down so we're not pressing too hard onto the hand. Couple more breaths here. Very nice. Go ahead and switch sides. So left knee down, that line, the hand, the knee and the foot are on the line, then that right arch goes onto that line. Right arm up, and if you put the other foot back, we stack them again. The right foot would then be on top of the left, and you could lift that right leg up like a straddle, but up in the sky. We're going to breathe here and everywhere. East Hollywood Sirens. A couple more breaths, maybe more. Excellent. Back to hands and knees. We are going to turn the right hand so it faces the left. We're going to keep it there and feed the left arm through, laying onto the shoulder and the side of your face. You can push that hand against the mat, rotating the shoulder back. Those of you that want to are welcome to bring that arm up, come around and grab the leg. Let's breathe here. You could keep the hand on the mat, which is what I am doing. Excellent. Back up. We so switch, left hand turns in, right arm feeds through. You could stay here again or up with the hand around the back. And we're gonna breathe. Back to center. If you roll up the mat for your knees, you won't need that anymore, so you can unroll it. We're stepping back again, top of push-up. We're gonna lower drop, up dog, down dog. We're gonna hold the right foot up. You could bend that leg if you like. We're gonna take another breath or two and then throw that shin, top of the mat, crawl the left leg a little bit back. We can look up and then ultimately forearms down, head down. We're gonna breathe here. Just focus on the breath, controlling it, drawing it in through the nose and out, taking your time. Excellent. Hands on top of the mat again. We're gonna step back. You could shake that right leg if you care to. Top of push-up tight. We're gonna lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot is reaching up. You could bend that leg if you like, opening up the hip. And we're gonna throw now that shin up top. Right leg crawls back. And we're gonna come down to the forearms again. Head down, breathing here. Long and deliberate breath. One last time, hands top of the mat. We are stepping back again. You could shake that leg that was bent if you like. Top of push-up, we lower drop. Up dog and down dog. And let's sit down with the legs straight out in front of us. Feet are the same as when standing, big toes together, ankles a little bit apart, or big toes at least close together. We're gonna touch the ceiling, breathing in. Breathing out, we're gonna try to touch the toes and all the way back up and over and over. The out breath is on the downward fold. 10 more seconds, please. Nice, touch the ceiling, and then arms down. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. Let's pull them in nice and tight. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We'll sit up tall. You could butterfly the legs, shoulders back, core in. And yes, we are breathing. Keep the shoulder blades back and together, lengthen way out, and then forward fold, pushing the elbows against the legs, breathing in the nose. Excellent. Back up. Left leg out in front, right foot flat on the mat. Left arm grabs that leg. We're doing Marichasana C, our twist. Right hand is behind you. Shoulder pulls back, and we look profile, eyeball line on the wall, but the twisting is in the shoulders, not the neck. So the head just goes back as far as it goes back comfortably. Great, let's do the other side. Right leg out, left foot flat on the mat. So we twist now, right arm grabbing, and we sit up tall, breathing here. Back to center. We're going to be on the tail. I'm going to double up my mat. You don't have to, but you could if you want to. And then we sit on the doubled up part. Both legs bent, arms under the legs. We're going to roll back under the tail. You could stay here. You could let go. Shoulders back. You could straighten the legs. You could bring hands behind the head. You could keep the legs a bit bent. We're going to breathe. We're doing 5. There'll be plenty of time to work. Excellent. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up nice and tall. We're going to stay here a little bit. Shoulders back, core in, breath in the nose. Excellent. Up again, please, for number 2. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Very nice. Number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Up for 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And last one, back up. Excellent. Hug the knees in. We are going to lie back. Those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana are welcome to. I'm going to do bridge, which is what I'll talk us through. Feet and knees about 2 fists apart. We're going to lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down. We're going to take several breaths right here. Excellent. Back down. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring your nose up for a moment. And then we're going upside down. We're going plow first. Kicking the feet up and over the head. Let the toes try to fall down towards the ground. We're going to breathe like this. If your hands are not on the back, place them there now. Fingers towards the spine, thumbs coming around the front. We point the feet straight up to the moon, and we're going to stay here. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees to the ears, and we are rolling down into dead bug, knees in the armpits, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. You could stay still or rock around. Great. Bring the knees into the chest, bring the arms out like a T. On the out breath, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, you could push the legs down with the right hand if you care to. And all the way up and over to the other side. And we're going to take several breaths right here. Back to center, hug the knees in. Thank yourself for coming out. I'm going to lead us in a seated meditation. You're welcome to lay down if you prefer. But for the meditation, we are going to roll up to a seated position. One of the many secrets to meditation is how you sit. And sitting on a rolled up mat has been a game changer for me, although I leave a bit of a tail, so if you're on a hard surface, it doesn't kill your ankles. But so the hips are up on the mat, and then the feet are turned in. I'm going to set a timer for us before I get too deep into this. So intertwine fingers with the thumbs touching, shoulders back, core in, chin ever so slightly hanging to the chest. Eyes are gently closed. We're going to become aware of the body breathing itself. If that's not enough to keep your mind occupied tonight, it's not a problem. We breathe the body like we did in class. Deep in, everything out. If your mind is still jumping out of the practice, continue to breathe the body and count the breath. When you get to 11, go back to 1. All righty, let's bring the hands to the heart center and make some fire. Fire to light the way, fire to purify, fire to protect. We're going to bring that fire up into the sky like a big funnel. We're going to breathe in some of that fire through the nose. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth and more. Hold the fire, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. And then like a dragon, we let it out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It is danieloverberger.com. You can find my links to Venmo and PayPal there. And yes, indeed. Let me